And what is up, all you sloppy syndicates? Welcome to another episode of that Sloppy Syndicate show. We have none other than Donella Drive in the green room, coming to pleasure your ear holes. Hopefully, we can make your ear holes just a little bit moist tonight. And thanks for tuning in. A little jealous about the mullet that we have backstage. I thought I had a good mullet, but let me tell you what. So when we bring him on, let's give him a round of applause, not only for the music, but for his mullet. And we'll see if we can't get him to do a mullet shake for us. So without further ado, the man that puts my mullet to shame. Oh, what's up, guys? How you doing?
What's up, man?
How's it going, man?
Yeah, I almost canceled the show because of that mullet, making me look bad. No, just playing.
Sorry, bro. Yeah, just it's a fresh cut, man. Been rocking it for about a week now, and it's pretty much changed my life. Yeah,
I dig it. Keep it growing. So
Yes,
this
sir.
is Donella Drive, based out of San Antonio, Texas. So tell the fans out there a little bit about the band, what you play, who's Andrew, who's Aiden, vice versa, who's Aiden, who's Andrew, and let us know who you are.
Yeah, I'm Andrew. I play bass, and I'm in a band with Donella Drive with my brother Aiden.
I'm the younger brother. I play guitar and I sing for Donella Drive, and obviously the mullet, the Babe Magnet, brew guy, and Landis on drums. We're a trio. Unfortunately, Landis isn't with us today. He's dead. Nah, he's just at home. He's at home.
Yeah, it's like
As
as soon as you get on
Lori.
stage, it's like, oh, it's the Aiden show now. There's no band, with that mullet. But yeah. So how'd you guys get your start in music?
I've been in bands since I was I think I played my first show when I was 13 years old, so a long time.
Mhm.
And then Aiden's been my I started teaching. I teach him when he was maybe like 8 years old how to play guitar. I showed him what little I knew, and then now he took it to this whole other level.
We just have a musical family.
Yeah.
Man. We have all our family plays, and so naturally we just kind of picked it up. And he always played in bands growing up. He's 9 years older than me, and we actually started Donella Drive about 10 years ago. We started this band when I was 17, and we've been at it for 10 years now. So it's just we've been doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you've had some huge success. You've opened up for bands such as Megadeth, Deftones, some huge acts there. So I don't know about you, but I'd be shitting my pants open for Deftones or even Megadeth. So tell us a little bit about that experience.
We did. We actually, I remember a little bit after the show, we actually got to speak with Chino for a little bit.
Yeah,
catering.
Right, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah. I would have been like starstruck, just like complete silence, like super awkward. But I mean, that's
yeah.
I mean, that's a huge accomplishment.
Super nice. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was totally very stoned, very sleepy from what he looked like.
Right. And, so is that why you were tired, Aiden? I know you said you were tired before before we got on. I'm just playing. We don't have to discuss that. Anyway, let's keep it moving, folks.
Private,
keep it moving. So, yes, but phenomenal music. You guys are also, tell us a little bit about what you guys are competing for right now and you're in the finals for.
Well, right now we're in this competition called the Battle for Vakken, USA. It started off as kind of like a regional battle. We went up against bands in San Antonio, and there's these battles have been going on all over the country. I know there's one in Los Angeles, in the Pacific Northwest, and like Ohio, I believe. And
seems like mostly the West Coast.
The West Coast. Seems like the West Coast, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And then so we won the San Antonio round. We against all the regional bands. And then we made it to Austin, Texas. It was during the last day of South by Southwest. We won that one in Austin,
which was the Texas final.
Okay.
Final, but it was more like a Texas and surrounding states because there was bands from
Albuquerque. That's right. Yeah.
There was a band from Albuquerque. There was a band from Denver.
That's right. Yeah.
There was a band from El Paso, which is still Texas.
That's still Texas.
Yeah, but yeah, there were pretty much Texas, Amarillo, Lubbock, and then kind of some surrounding bands from surrounding states. And we won that one. And now we're playing the Viper Room this Saturday in West Hollywood for the finals. And if we win on Saturday, they're gonna send us to Germany to open or play. I don't know if we're gonna open or not, but to play the Wacken Festival. It's like Slipknot, Judas Priest, Limp Bizkit. One of my personal favorites, At the Gates.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just a big, huge metal festival. It's like 3 days long. Yeah, and hopefully we'll get that opportunity and take it all the way.
Hopefully we survive.
Yeah, and then on top of that, I think if we win this Saturday, we'll be representing America, so we'll have battles over there in Germany as well.
We're fighting.
Oh, super cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So it's like the music World War battle, you know.
Exactly.
So, that's pretty cool. That's a huge accomplishment, especially coming from Texas, which is Texas is like 6 states combined. We know how big Texas is, but you know, even Austin. I mean, Austin has such a huge music scene and a music presence. To be in the finals, that's huge. So congratulations on that. And yeah, I mean, I couldn't be more stoked for you. I can only imagine how the butterflies in your stomach are at this point. But yeah, you guys are going to rock it out. You guys have killed every show you've done so far. You know, it's a pleasure to have you guys on here and just kind of shoot the shit with you for a little bit. So take us back to, you know, 2017, you had the Feel Better single, and then 2020, the Bloomer album came out. So let me just say, Danky Kang, not Donkey Kong, Danky Kang, and Means to an End are probably my top 2 songs on that album. But let us know about the gap from 2017 to 2020. Were you guys just focused on music? Did you guys step back from music? What did you guys do?
Well, okay, so before 2017, we actually were a female-fronted band. We're a
4-piece.
Yeah, we were a 4-piece also, and we had a female singer, and we put out an EP with her as well in 2015. Anomalous, yeah, and it's not on our Spotify right now, but you can get it on our Bandcamp. So we had her in the band for about 2 years, and then from 2014 to 2016 ish, yeah,
and then you know that lineup kind of fell apart, and we were still doing Donella, but you know, it was really kind of, I don't want to say it was not as serious, I guess, for a while. And we had a recording from our old sessions when we were doing Anomalous. We had another song. That's what Feel Better is. Mm-hmm. It was a song that we didn't finish. We decided to just try and sing on it just to see what would happen. Actually, he sang on that one. It's the only track he ever sang.
And I do backups too.
Oh yeah, well you do main vocal, right? Yeah. So we put it out there, and it seemed like people really responded to it. And then we had a guy Steven who joined drums, and at the time, yeah, we just kept going from there. I would say 2018 was the first real year of this band, honestly.
Awesome. And where does the name Donella Drive come from?
It's actually, we used to rehearse off. There's a street in San Antonio called Donella Drive. We used to rehearse on this street called Thousand Oaks. Well, we would always see Donella Drive on our way to our rehearsal, and it's kind of like a name. I don't know if it was supposed to stick or not, but it was like a temporary name.
It was like, yeah, it just sounded, you know, like, oh yeah, that sounds like a I guess like a band name, like a generic band name or whatever.
Yeah, we didn't want the people to know when they heard our name what kind of band we were. We want them to kind of check it out for themselves.
Yeah,
not assume anything by our name.
It's funny because we had another guitar player in the band years ago, and that was actually his idea. He named it, and we just kind of carried the flag. Or why, you know, naming a band already kind of sucks as it is. So we just kept going with it. So yeah, here we are 10 years later.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, hey, there's I've heard weirder ways to get your band name. So, you know, 10 years it stuck. So, I mean, I wouldn't change it now. So keep going. So yeah, and so with the 2020 album, obviously you've had some huge success. So what, you know, obviously we had the pandemic kind of slowed us down, but what's in the future for you guys? Obviously you're battling to play the Wacken Fest. I'm horrible at pronunciation, so I apologize. But what's beyond that? Do you have another EP coming out? Any singles?
Yes, we do actually. We have another EP coming out. It's called Kalos. We have a name for it now. Kalos is the name of it. We're maybe releasing the entire thing sometime, maybe in August. but the first single will be coming out in June. It's a 4-track EP, and yeah, that's really about it as far as like the new. We're in the process of writing even more songs now. That we have a new drummer, and maybe even planning on doing some tours. So we're finding ways to stay busy for sure, but definitely
that's one thing we always try and set goals for ourselves, because that's how things get stagnant.
Yeah.
And so, what's the best way that we can support Donella Drive?
You can support us by following us on all social media. We're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, you name it, TikTok.
Just give us money. Let's be real here. That's how you really support us. Give us your money.
Yeah.
Well, if I mean, for Aiden, I mean, if you want to, if you want to front the band, Aiden, I mean, all you got to do is an OnlyFans with mullet shakes.
Oh man,
just shake the mullet. That's like $10 a month, and you get all unlimited mullet shakes. I mean, you'd be a billionaire. So, but that's yeah, so
yeah,
I'm a little pissed off, Aiden. If you can't tell, I'm a little pissed off, but I'll get there one day.
Yeah,
now, is it naturally curly, or did you perm it?
Oh no, natural, man, all natural. Or from our mama's side.
Super jelly. All right, enough of the damn mullet. Awesome. So, yeah. So, what are some of your major musical influences, kind of growing up? That kind of pushed you. Obviously, you're from a musical-oriented family, but what band or bands kind of pushed you to form, Donella Drive and say, hey, let's pursue music?
Definitely, I would say, well, we were really into metal music growing up and stuff. Loved Metallica and Pantera and stuff, and I would say the band that like I feel like really like made me like want to like play music was At the Drive-In and Mars Volta. Those guys really blew my mind, and finding Mike Patton's stuff, Faith No More, Mr. Bungle, everything that he did really inspired me. And so
same, pretty much listen to the same thing,
right?
Or brothers too, by the way. So we were jamming the same thing.
So it's like you're listening whether you like it or not. So shut up.
Yeah. You don't have a choice. Well, I would tell him, hey, dude, check out this. I remember giving him Relationship of Command. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
it blew his mind.
Yeah,
Meshuggah and At the Gates and Dark Tower, and it's a mixture of definitely. It's just a mixture of whole, like not just metal, and it's all we're all over the place, to be honest.
Yeah, same here, definitely.
Yeah.
So what's up, E? Thanks for joining us, folks. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to throw them in the chat for Donella Drive, based out of San Antonio, Texas, and we would do our best to get them to answer that question or your question. But yeah, so Jefferson Starship, I growing up with my dad. My dad's a big metal guy, and I've probably said this story on episodes previous. I don't remember. I have so many damn stories I can't keep up. But he'd rock out to Megadeth, Pantera, Jefferson Starship, and we used to live out in the country on a dirt road, and nothing but cornfields and soybean fields, for miles. And there was an intersection about a mile down our road, and my dad used to call it "Shoot the Moon." Yes, this would probably be child abuse and reckless driving back in the day, but this was, when things were cool, and, at 12 years old, you drank a Bud Light or smoked a cigarette, but anyway,
right.
So I remember the old Fox Body 5.0 Mustang, and we'd be cranking the music to Ted Nugent, some heavy metal band or some metal band, and he would shut the lights off because at this intersection, and this would be at nighttime, at the intersection, it was like a hump, where the two dirt roads connected. So he'd shut the lights off so he could see if any cars were coming. And mind you, this is a 5.0 Fox Body Mustang, the cool ones back in the day. And he just guns it and hits the lip, and we just go airborne. And all I remember, I would always be in the trunk of it, the little trunk that it had, and I would just be like, woo, I'd float up and then smash back down. So yeah, that's my cool story back in the day. So
you got that Dukes of Hazzard origin. Yeah.
Right? That's probably where I get all my crazy antics. That's probably why I've broken so many damn bones in my life. But what's up, Ellie? Thanks for joining us. Archie Mundo, thanks for joining us. Archie tried his first Budweiser at 4, bro. Yes.
Nice.
I don't know how old I was, but I do remember I ate a cigarette when I was like 5.
I did that. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I-
that's when, people smoked in the house, or, you're at a party and, you could smoke around kids and drink around kids. And I'm stupid old me. I just walk up and I'm like, oh, let me eat a cigarette. Don't ask me why, but yes, I ate a cigarette.
They smell funny.
I think that's how I tried vodka for the first time. I was in like first grade. I remember there was like an after party, like the remains of a party at my house, and I poured myself a cup of Kool-Aid, and I couldn't remember which cup it was. There was cups everywhere, so I grabbed a random cup that I thought was mine, and it was full of vodka.
That was my dad's cup, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was my dad's cup. Yeah.
yeah. I'll never forget that.
Yeah, we were stupid. My folks used to work late, so I would invite my nearest friend, Chris. He was 2.5 miles down the road. That was my nearest neighbor and my nearest friend. So, where we grew up, we had like field cars, just little junk cars that we could drive around the field. So, when our parents were at work, we'd sneak to each other's house in our little field cars, and he would always come over, and we had a liquor cabinet. And I mean, we didn't know what we were doing. We would just take like, okay, we're going to take peppermint schnapps and mix it with orange juice and just try to get drunk. And then we'd always fill it back up with water. And then obviously, once you fill it up with so much water, what happens? You get caught. So, yes, so many stories as a kid.
Oh yeah.
They're like, this shit tastes like water. What the fuck? It's all watered down.
Who put water in here? Damn it.
Right. And obviously as a kid, you're like, it wasn't me. I don't know, and they're not dumb. We thought they were dumb, but they weren't dumb. But
They did
good
the
times,
same
good
thing.
times.
Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome.
Mm.
So, past or present, who would be one person that you would want to share the stage with, collab with, or, anything with? I'm going, probably, I mean, and this is a loaded question because I have so many myself, but if I had to pick one, I'm probably going to say Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash would be cool. That would be a great, yeah.
Yeah. And we're probably pretty much the same as Patton, Omar.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah, that's like the fangirl choice for sure. Yeah, I probably would have to agree with that.
Yeah, I got it. Same.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe Cliff Burton too.
Cliff Burton, okay, Cliff Burton for sure.
Those three. Cliff, Patton, and Omar.
Yeah, he died too young.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, that's a really good question.
Yeah,
I wish I had like the answer that I really want to speak for my soul.
I think those are the ones.
Those are solid, but I think there's something else in there. But that's what I got to think about. But yeah, we'll go with that for now. I'd say Cliff Burton.
I like those three.
Cliff Burton.
And Archie Mundo said he's feeling Dio today. And if I'm correct, Archie, don't you play guitar? You were in a band at one point, if I am correct. So hey, maybe you got a future in one of these bands, Archie. If you stick around, and we'll try to hook you up. You could be a guitar player. Me, I'm just going to be the drunk, funny MC that takes care of your gear. But yeah, it is what it is.
Dio would be sick too. I love Dio. Yeah. Yeah.
Holy neighbor.
Yeah. So, with your, obviously, drums. It was drums. Okay. I'm putting my nuts on your drum set, Archie, but whatever. Anyway, so
it's a tie.
Right. But, we're probably not the same age, but we're close in proximity. So how do you think, I grew up with thinking a cassette player, not a cassette player, a Discman, a little Sony Discman was pretty cool, listening to CDs on the bus. And then it went to MP3 players, and MP3 players were so expensive that you could barely afford them at the time. And then obviously they got cheaper over time. So what was your main source of entertainment as far as music? Did you have a cassette player? What did you guys have?
Oh, dude, my first recollection of music I had, I was in kindergarten. This is like the early 90s. And I had a Walkman cassette with Ride the Lightning in it. I was jamming that at 5 years old.
And whoop, there it is.
I had two cassettes. I had Ride the Lightning, and whoop, there it is. And I would rotate. Tag team, yeah.
Tag team.
And back again, right?
Yeah, and I was little, man. That's like the first two things of music I remember enjoying.
Yeah, I had an MP3 player actually. I would say I had a CD player. I don't remember how I had it, and then I had like, I think a Faith No More CD, like the Faith No More Greatest Hits, and I would listen to that. But then I got an MP3 player later on, and yeah, I caught the edge. I caught the end of that. I think that technology, for sure.
Right. We're like, I remember getting my first phone, the Nextel, the damn big yellow brick, and I mean that thing was indestructible. But like we look at phones nowadays and like it's so easy to like, I mean it's like a mini computer. Back in the day you had to, like, if you wanted like C, you had to hit number 1 3 times for C, and like texting back in the day, it was not as cool as it used to be. You would just call him because you didn't want to spend 25 minutes going through all these damn buttons. But yeah, it's just crazy to see how how the technology has advanced. And I mean, I think we're pretty fortunate coming from that and just seeing,
See both sides of the spectrum.
Right. Yeah, we had the pleasure of playing NES and Sega and stuff like that. And nowadays it's like, I mean, you're essentially in the video game. So
yeah, it's weird, man. Like, well, it's funny when I started texting. That's when I got the was it that flip thing? What was it called?
The Razor.
The Razor, right? Yeah, I had a Razor. That was where I got. And yeah, man, it's just it's weird. My girlfriend's son. He has the VR headset, and he has like the Spider-Man game where you like, it's like you're like Spider-Man swinging around the city, and it made me sick. I was like, I can't do this shit. Like I stop at like Mortal Kombat, or like I'm like that's kind of where it is.
Yeah, so definitely. We got the best of both worlds on that one, but
I agree, and I thought we got cooler stuff.
Like and now I have an NES, and we're way off a topic of Donella Drive, but whatever, we're having a good time. And I got an NES. I'm a big collector of NES games, and let me tell you, I like, even now, like, I don't know how I played it as a kid because I literally want to throw the damn remote at the TV. Like now, and I'm a lot smarter than I was back then. At least I'd like to think so. But anyway, yeah, it just gets so aggravating because you're like, come on, like I played this as a kid. Like, how did I do it?
So. Oh, it's like Ninja Gaiden, man. I remember I had the Ninja Gaiden game, and I only beat it one time. And I went back to it a few years ago. I was like, man, fuck this game. This game's fucking bullshit. Like, yeah.
Like I'm playing literally Days of Thunder like now, and like I can't get past the third track. I'm like, how did I do this when I was younger? Like I can't beat the time. I don't know how. Whatever, but it's still fun to have that nostalgia factor. So Archie says, when those MP3 players came out, I had finally got a legit anti-shock CD player. That's a bunch of BS. Like every anti-shock CD player I got never worked. Maybe because I lived on a dirt road and it was bumpy, but it always skipped no matter if it was anti-shock or not. So
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I had one.
What's that? I don't know.
It was like a compact CD player. Like it was like, I don't know. It wasn't too big.
They're just the small ones, right?
Yeah, the small ones. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Right.
And they were supposed to be anti-skip or like anti-shock, which was anti-skip. They skip no matter what.
On the bus, and they would skip.
Fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
You're smarter, but thumbs are way bigger. Okay, we'll take it. We'll take it, Archie. I appreciate it.
That man has big thumbs.
Yeah. So, what is your favorite song to perform out of all the songs that you guys have written or produced as of now?
That's tough, man.
I got a couple. I really love Ozel, the song Ozel. That one's like one. That song is like I really feel like we kind of dipped our toe more in conceptual songwriting. To me, that's a very conceptual, like just a conceptual heavy metal song. That's why it's fun for me to play. And it's like it tells a story. That was like my first chance I actually got to like write lyrics like as a story, because I've only been writing lyrics and singing for a few years now, so like I'm still kind of a beginner at it. And so that song is really special to me because it's like I feel like I came more into my own with that song. And then I would have to say Monochrome Dream is another song that I really love playing live, and I love how that song came out. It's all bass heavy, and I think it's really clever. And
Yeah.
yeah.
I would say for me, Keep You Waiting and Uncertainty of Now.
Oh yeah, Uncertainty is fucking
Yeah,
badass.
those
yeah.
songs, they're so
Yeah.
fun to play. The riffs are fun, the bass lines are fun. They're just really cool songs, and they both have really cool bass parts.
Yeah, people just get down whenever we play Uncertainty. Like all the headbanging and mosh pits start. Yeah, it's sick.
And that outro of the song is just it's one of the coolest parts we've ever written.
Yeah.
And honestly, there's not a bad song, of any of the music that I've listened to, but I don't know what it is. Danky Kang. Danky Kang. That's going to stick in my head forever. Danky Kang. That's what I'm going to listen to. Ellie says, remember Hit Clips? I do not remember that. That might have been a little before my time, Ellie. But refresh our memory. Let us know what the hell that is.
Isn't that little
late
chip
90s,
thing?
early?
It was like a chip thing. Yeah, a little tiny, and you put it in, and it was like Britney Spears or something.
Yeah, it was like top 40 kind of boy band.
Yeah, I remember that kind of vaguely. Yeah. I think I was
I don't remember that. I was poor, so I didn't get the fun stuff. Like, no, I'm just.
I saw people with it.
Yeah, he saw the other. Yeah, he saw other people.
Saw the rich kids with it.
Yeah, you remember those stupid what were Tamagotchis or I don't know? It was this little keychain for the stupid pet. Yeah.
Yeah, mine died.
I mean, it's like we look back and everything is so stupid that we play. Like we could have been a millionaire just by making a keychain that you had to take care of a damn turtle.
Right.
So,
I never had one, but I saw people with it.
Yeah, I remember.
At Game Boy Advance, I got really stuck on Game Boy Advance and like Pokemon and like little Mario that was on there.
I had a Game Gear.
That's what Game Gear, yeah.
Sega Game Gear. With Mortal Kombat, that's it.
As far as the music, what do you want your fans to know about Donella Drive? Something they may not know, something they may know, or future fans may not know.
What is something that the fans don't know, Drew? What do you think?
That we're awesome, and they need to listen to our music. They need to listen to it all the time.
Wait, if they're fans, they know that.
Okay.
What is something
that we work our asses off and we argue so much to make these songs so good?
Yeah, we do. We do fight a lot. Yes, yeah, that's a fun fact. I don't know if it's necessarily like a fun fact.
It's not fun.
It is a fact nonetheless. Yeah, a lot of fighting.
All right, who threw the guitar first?
Probably me, if I'm
yeah. I'm more patient and calm, and he's the angry one.
Yeah. Got so much anger.
Yeah.
So much rage.
Yeah.
So San Antonio. How's the music scene out there? I know recently, with everything kind of coming back to life, you can't really book a show at this point. It's super saturated because everyone wants to play. Are you seeing a lot of that in San Antonio or?
Not at all, man. I'm seeing shows everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. And we actually just had a show. Like we had a show last Friday on the 29th, and we only had maybe 2 weeks notice to book it because we were trying to have like a fundraiser show.
Yeah, to help us get out to LA.
And we booked that pretty fast, but their shows, it's crazy. It's like the floodgates open, like for real. Like there's so many bands playing. The scene is probably bigger than ever. Honestly, there's so many bands.
I would have to say, and we're actually, one thing I am proud of for Donella, we're one of the few bands that actually survived the pandemic and released during the pandemic.
Yeah, we wrote during the pandemic.
Yeah, we stayed busy because.
And being brothers, she didn't kill each other, so that's a plus.
Right. That's a plus. Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I know down here, in Central Florida area, there's a 6-7 month wait, at some of these venues just to play a gig. And, some of these venues, obviously, smaller mom and pops have closed up, because they were 2 years without, bands and, any kind of business. So, there's a ton of bands in Orlando, obviously, but not enough venues to play at. So,
wow.
There's a good wait, and and that's why I like to ask, because there's some, like LA, they're like, yeah, we can't play at all. Like same thing, they're 6-7 months out, and just things like that. And I know Austin is a huge music scene, so I wonder if that kind of trickled out to like San Antonio and kind of the surrounding Texas areas because they couldn't play in Austin. So
it seemed like once like the okay was, shows can happen. Like I said, it was like a explosion. Like there's so many shows going on everywhere, even new venues. All these kind of underground venues.
More. There's actually been more venues opening up too.
Yeah,
so that's been nice. And yeah, no, we've been playing Austin more often. Austin is it's a funny thing because we feel like, okay, we'd like to go see other music scenes. We'd like to go be because we want to be a national band. We want to go and tour everywhere. But it's always funny because we always hear the same thing, even from bands that come through here. They're like, "Oh, y'all scene's amazing. You guys have the best scene," and blah blah blah. And we're like, "Oh, cool,
bro,
like,
for real?
Really? Yeah, for real? Like, all right, yeah, cool."
We've heard that even from the bands in Austin. They're like, the San Antonio scene is so great. We're like, oh, wow, cool.
Yeah.
Gee, we appreciate it.
You're like, take me on tour then, damn it. Like, come on.
Yeah, right.
For real. Shit. Hook it up, dog.
Oh, yep. Yep, Archie, Tamagotchis would poo all over and die because you forgot to shake it and feed it. Yep, exactly. Those stupid damn things. I hated those things, but So obviously you're in the running to play out in Germany at the Wachenfest with Slipknot, some huge bands. Don't go to the Amsterdam while you're over there, the red light district. Stay away from that. You're too young. But anyway, if you could play, like, not if, when you play over there, in Germany, what are some of the things that you're looking forward to seeing, doing, things like that?
Oh, just experiencing a new culture, I've never flown overseas before. I've never been to Europe, so I would love to experience that. I've always wanted to travel and kind of see the world. I've always wanted that. So, that'd be an awesome experience just to see, another part of the world.
It'd be cool to eat a real bratwurst.
Right.
Yeah. And I don't know, whatever. Drink beer. German beer in Germany.
Some Hefeweizen or whatever. I think it's Hefeweizen. I think that's the big thing over there.
Yeah,
Hefeweizen. Maybe that's the big American thing. But yeah, you can go to Beer Fest. Is that Germany? I think Germany's Beer Fest, right?
Yes, that was Beer Fest.
Yeah. So the whole thing is we're trying to get to Germany because of beer and sausages. So,
all right. So you heard it right here. They want to go get the beer. They want to go get the sausages. They may marry a German bride and bring them back home. But so how can we make your dreams a reality? So for is there an online voting process? How can we support you to make your dreams come true?
Honestly, there's been judges at every competition. So, I mean, at this point, I'm not really too sure. Like, I don't know if it's an online thing. I've just seen
just comment on our stuff and say that you love us. I guess.
Yeah, just every post you see from the, like, go follow them. Go follow the Wacken. It's called Metal Battle USA. Go to the page and just please, like, spam.
Nah, don't do this. Just give us a follow. Just give us a follow and
follow Donella Drive, and all the instructions will be there. And when they go to the finals, make sure you're in the chat if they have a chat and say Donella Drive wants to go for the beer and the sausage and to find a German wife.
Yes. Like,
done deal. There you go. So
we're just simple men.
Drink so many beers, you might get the wrong kind of German sausage.
What happens in Germany stays in Germany.
Right. We don't talk about that. So I haven't been to Germany, so take the opportunity and enjoy it. So we're about at the end of this episode, folks, and it's been a pleasure having you on the show. It's been a pleasure having you listening, and hopefully we pleasured your ear holes for a little bit. So any final departing words from Donella Drive to the fans out there?
Yeah, please follow us on, like I said, on all social media. Everything is at Donella Drive on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, and then my personal Instagram is Drew Nobly, like Ginobili, but Drew Nobly. Mm-hmm. And then Aiden's is what's yours? Escalante Sauce 95.
Yeah, Escalante Sauce 8. I just post memes and shit. So if you like shit posts, then I'm the guy to follow. Escalante Sauce 95.
So my final departing words: just start posting pictures of your mullet and you're going to be like, you're going to be worldwide famous with that mullet. So until next time, folks, remember, keep it sloppy, and I hope we pleasured your ear holes.